This is 9650 Glacier Lane, Martin and Helen Robinette. They've got quite a large front yard with a border bed and a front bed, and then this little trim area piece that they have had some trees planted and some shrubs planted. They just want that clear of pine needles. This pine tree area with vinca, they don't care about getting that too clean, but definitely this strip. The front door beds here and here to be kept clean, this little trim piece. This focal point bed out their windows and from the street. Lots of weeds, lots of just scattered perennials, nice little mugo and roses, but gets a lot of weeds and the dregs of all these pine needles that blow. So this, just a lot of weeding and trimming. And then this front bed along the street, again, lots of bindweed, lots of spirea, red-trade dogwoods, the mugos, you know, just to be kept clean, weeded as much as possible. They have a big issue with the water. They've got a share, and it's somehow tied into their sprinkler system, and it leaks really bad. So it's something to have to work around because they're not going to take care of it. He just planted those little snow and summers, pretty. Then this little area, the vinca is fine as long as it's back off the border and away from these bushes, which now I can't remember what they are. And then he's got a lot of salvia in here. But these, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the vinca back so it's a nice area for those to grow and have some space, not get choked. Then you come around here, and this is all fine the way it is with the vinca. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxwoods. This area to be kept clean of weeds and pine needles, just as a focal point. It's pretty. Ties in again with the front bed, little pathway. This boxwood hedge needs to be just trimmed up and kept clean. There's lots of grass in here, little dogwood. This area just kept clean. Blow off this patio. That's a little planter box that he doesn't have anything in necessarily, but needs to be cleaned. And then again, the front window beds. Walking along the path, this euonymus that you kind of see sticking out here could get tied back, needs to be tied back, I think. This, I think, is a mock orange, and we trimmed it up. It was way overgrown, but it just needs to be maintained. Nice little one here. Just everything off the path. He's walks it quite frequently, needs headspace. And the vinca on this side is fine, as long as there's not a lot of weeds in it. There's scattered perennials in here, but again, weed. Big patch of daylilies here that's beautiful in the summer until we get to the Japanese maple area. And then there are a ton of daylilies again here, but they like this area to be clear so that they can see this maple and make that a focal point. This bed wraps around. This could be cleaned up, perennials. Back in here, and if we ever have time to go around, a lot of vinca and some weeding back there under this massive pine tree, but that takes care of itself. So a few pine needles. And that is probably 4 girls. They're looking for 2 hours. If I can link this in with a couple other jobs just right here in this area, it could work. And that is the Robinettes.